Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, ya.
Right, well, this monkey news story, right, it's about, this fella, a couple of fellas in Texas, sort of running a farm, right?
Just to say, they're definitely fellas. Well, how tall are they?
Can
we just let
Okay, they aren't human beings. These two are human beings.
Time's against us.
They're running this farm and that, and anyway, so they're outside getting the cattle, and he turns round, right?
Just that cow's.
Couple of monkeys walking about. So he knows what's going on, right? So anyway, so it's in Texas. They don't know what to do with the monkeys. There isn't a zoo. It's fairly barren there, isn't it? You know what I mean? Not much going about. So the other fella who runs the farm with him says, "Look, we need a bit of an hand." Right, so said let's teach them some stuff, and the monkeys were happy with that because they were lost anyway, right? So they had
Nothing to do. They were bumming around. They were looking for work.
They'd hired a motorhome. They'd gone out of their way.
Maybe it's like the Hulk. They were like Bruce Banner wandering around, going, oh, "I need some work." You won't get angry, will you?
So anyway, right? So they taught these monkeys how to ride a horse, right? So they've both got a.
Sorry, you're sure Charlton Heston's not going to pop up? You're sure you weren't watching a video last night and thought it was a documentary?
They've both got a horse each, right? They've been given like a little lasso and all that business.
Oh, don't talk shit, Carl.
So anyway, it's going well, and it carried on for about 2 years. This, right? It's like, you know, rounding up the cattle every night and all that. So the two fellas are chatting, going, "It's worked out well, hasn't it?"
Right, if there's a hostile takeover and they sort of like buy up 51% of the shares or
So
something.
they said, for this to continue, the monkeys are getting old a bit now. We need a little woman monkey in here to sort of get some kids going for like the future farm people.
Forward planning, yeah.
So they get a little woman monkey.
They decided to only hire monkeys from Ireland.
Why not? It's working. Why mess with something when it's not broke, right? So they get the little woman monkey in. They have kids and all that business, right? But the problem was, right, when they first got the woman monkey in, it was like, well, which one's gonna have the woman? Right? So they started sort of fighting a bit and what have you. But because they'd seen the owners of the farm with like
Don't
guns
tell
and
me the
stuff,
baby monkeys didn't want to go into the family business, went off to be a lawyer.
they had a bit of a shoot-off.
Shut up!
They got two monkeys, right? And
Don't stop!
because they'd seen the owners with guns and what have you.
No, that sounds
So they had a bit of a shoot-off.
Yeah.
That's how they sorted it out.
And who won?
I think it was George. The one called George.
Right.
So I think they had 17 kids. The farm's still running.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, ya.
Well, there isn't. I've been away, haven't I?
Oh. There's been no monkey news. You can't get.
No, but I haven't had a proper chance to sort of, you know.
Carl, your monkey news is of spurious tales from the 17th century sometimes. So let's have one of those.
No,
let's have a monkey who dressed as Zorro and they thought he was a woodsman, but when they took his head off he was a 4-foot hairy chimp. Let's have one of those ridiculous stories.
Well, we've done that though. But do you want to go back on some of the ones?
Oh,
sort of
just
recap?
what is the monkey news? There must have been some monkey news this week.
The only thing that sort of stood out, do you know, like, they're having problems...
You're just making this up. Where's your information? Where's the piece of paper? Where's the document? What is this?
Because I've been away, so I haven't got anything.
Let's
But it's bad enough when he's reading it he gets it wrong. When he's just riffing, it's going to be absolute twaddle.
Let's hear it out.
Right, do you know, like, they're having problems getting new people to be policemen?
Oh,
Go on.
They've, in America, they're taking them on to, sort of join the SWAT team.
They've taken what on?
Some little monkeys.
Okay.
Giving them walkie-talkies and all that. And,
well, they can't talk.
They're just walkies.
they don't have to...
Yeah, give them some walkies. What do you mean?
They're
What
just
was...
being given commands and that. And, they go
What, so it's one way, they tell them, they've got the little thing strapped to them.
They're good at, like, getting into small, sort of, you know, small places and that, and sort of, you know, cracking stuff and all that. Like I say, it's just half a story I just picked up on.
That's not a story!
Well, what do you want?
Monkey news!
Okay, we've got to sort this out. We didn't meet again this week, and this is a shoddy show. I thought we had a sort of framework for it, but, do you know what I mean? No, I thought, you know, Carl could sort of tell him what was going on. He doesn't know anything except watching telly. Late night telly on strange channels, like he gets all his information about the news on Anna Nova, and, I mean... I even tried to help because Monkey News last week was awful.
It wasn't Monkey News.
It wasn't Monkey News. It was I can't remember it.
I've been away on holiday.
Brilliant. Yeah, and the Monkey News stops. I phoned him up. There was a front cover of the, I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, you know, an interesting story.
Yeah.
I phoned Carl up and said, "This is Monkey News. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
What
Amazing.
was the argument about? Like, the zookeepers are going, "Oh, look, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again." The father, "Oh, look, he's caught him smoking again." I mean, what do you mean, what was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights, and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage, and the father was saying, "She's not good enough for you." Oh.
So
What
we've got
was
some
it
monkey news
about?
today?
Yeah, I got a little bit of monkey
You got a
news
little bit of
there.
monkey news, right? You've redeemed yourself
alright,
then this week.
We've got some stuff there and that.
Josh Rags, it's the night time on XFM 104.9. Steve Merchant, Ricky Gervais, Karl Pilkington, and what is it time? Is it time?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, chimpanzee, that Monkey News.
Right then, so, there's this monkey, right,
Right.
in Canada. It's in a zoo in, Toronto, I think it is. His name's Pascal, right, and, what happened was, all the people in the zoo, sort of said, you know, what can we do, sort of spice the day up a bit, right?
Yeah.
So they left,
Embellishing. No way this is a news
let him
story.
do the news, let him do the news.
Okay.
so they
Any
left,
Just
dates?
let him read the news, alright?
I
You wouldn't
don't-
interrupt Moira
it
Stewart.
was about 2 weeks ago.
No, because she always says today, so you know it's news. She doesn't say, right, there was a monkey, right?
Alright,
Well,
in Canada,
Come on,
right?
mate, just finish the
Okay.
news, be all night.
A couple of weeks ago, in this zoo in Canada,
Right,
they got a camcorder,
right.
and they said, let's leave it for the monkey to have a play with, right? So, anyway, they passed it around,
Won a BAFTA.
and a couple of chimps and that were rubbish at it. They were like filming the floor and all that, and the fingers were always in shot and stuff like that, right? But anyway, there was this one chimp called Pascal, right? Who,
Annoys me that he calls them monkeys, though. They're
was-
not monkeys, they're apes.
he
Go
was,
on.
he was a dab hand at it. Right? He was like filming stuff, really good shots, you know, sort of nice nude and that. He used the lighting properly and all the rest of it.
No, he didn't!
This is the news, what are you talking about? This is the news.
God,
So
Steve
anyway-
is so annoying. You know it annoys me so much. Things like that. He was a dab under. He was doing really good shots. It really annoys me.
Let's hear the news.
Anyway, right, so he started, at night, like when the zookeepers went home, he started filming, like, other monkeys on the go, like, whilst they were at it, right? And he was filming them and what have you.
The Ron Jeremy of
I
the
love
zoo.
it. You know it's going to end up on the web.
So anyway, the zookeepers came in the next day, and it's like, let's see what shots he's got. Anyway, he's got all this, like, you know, all these monkeys at it and what have you. So,
Oh, yeah, this is, honestly, you don't know what this is doing to me, Steve. Can I stop him now?
So they thought, like, actually, there's a few monkeys who aren't at it enough. Do you know what I mean? They have problems and what have you, so let's give them the videos.
That is so untrue. This is so untrue.
So-
It's so untrue that it was filmed by a monkey.
So
It's
what
so
happened then,
untrue.
right?
Rick, I don't know
So-
who to believe.
So there's-
Oh, God, you're talking so much shit again. You must know that's not true. There's
so
no way.
there's a load of tapes out.
Look at me. Look at me. Don't keep talking. Look at me. You must know that's not true.
Can we just hear the end of this news?
You had a go at me last week because I didn't have the full story. I've got the full story. You're still not happy.
There is no way that by chance, what should we do? Let's give him a camcorder. That could happen. He then films him at it. That might happen. It might happen, but I don't think he'd keep the camera still. Two, they go, hold on, this is good still. This is good shit. This porn's good shit.
Anyway,
Look at
so
that. He's got us a lovely shot. Yeah.
So
this
they've
is
got- they've got
ridiculous.
all-
Let me
all
just
these-
recap, because I lost my way there. So the monkey has filmed the monkey porn,
Yeah.
and now they're showing it to the other monkeys.
Is he directing? Can you hear him
it's just-
saying
it's
stuff? Can
like
you hear him go?
It's just like, you know, Chimp Pimp 1, 2 and 3 and all the rest of it, right? But anyway, so they've got all these other tapes, because what happened was, they said he's quite good at this.
Oh,
And the animals,
God!
and the animals are happy having him around because he's not a human. He's just one of the gang. Do you know what I mean? So they started putting him in with other things like, you know, ostriches.
Right.
And
Talking shit.
There was so, and you know they have a problem with pandas in Japan.
Yeah.
So they've sent him out there, filming a bit of. Where are you going?
Honestly, you really annoy me. There's
Come on,
no
please,
way this
like-
is happening.
Can we
It's
just hear the
absolute. Why can't he just find a real story about a monkey?
Let's hear
I mean,
the end.
the end is
He's in
really
China.
that he's going to China. He's filming the pandas and
No,
whatever.
it's not. They wouldn't send a monkey director.
well, forget
They would
it now.
not
It's
send a
pointless.
monkey director.
Right.